That tower's still sending people to the other side. If we act quick enough, we can launch a rescue op before... You want to tell me what's going on here?
I asked the lab to devise a test to root out any more infiltrators. We're testing everyone going in or out of the base. Take them to quarantine.
Too bad about the Silva. Huh, Falk?
Heinrich has isolated one of Mosaic's imperative commands. To humans, it's simple noise. But to an outsider, so much more. Proceed, Doctor.
He's reacting.
That shouldn't be happening.
Higher! William.
Carter. William.
Carter!
Agent Carter, I'm sorry to be the one to break this to you.
Where's Julia?
While you were away, there was an accident.
What? Bullshit. What accident?
A fire. At your house in Arlington. Julia and Richard.
Unfit for duty. You're drunk, Agent. Go home and sleep it off.
Jules. Buried before I could say goodbye.
This is your third disciplinary hearing, Agent.
Let me go.
You got me now.
Let me help them. Let me go. Let me go.
Awake now, are we?
Yeah. He convinced I'm human yet?
You're alive, aren't you?
Something like that.
Well, you should be fine. The director left an order to send you to talk to him as soon as you woke up. I wouldn't keep him waiting. Excuse me, Mr. De Silva.
Good luck, Carter. Carter? Hello? Can anybody hear me? Anybody? Am I dead? Isn't there supposed to be something? Is someone out there?
混血儿啊，跟外星人混血儿，要不然那个测验怎么有反应？好吧，又要见老板了。老板，你在哪里？老板，谁的？
All right, boys, get your gear in order and gather around.
This gonna be another rescue cakewalk, sir? Or are we gonna see some action?
Nothing so boring this time, Kenny. No. This time we're going...
I've nearly found him, Myron. He's so close. Put me on this mission and I'll hand you his head on a platter.
We're sending Carter after Axis. This is what he does.
Then send us out together.
No one's going anywhere until we know where to look. Agent Weaver, I know why you want to go after Axis. I cannot allow personal feelings to interfere with the mission.
Something going on I should know about?
There you are. Agent Weaver has tracked Axis to the Pacific Northwest.
Oregon. His base is in Oregon.
I'll leave it to the two of you to narrow down our search area. Something smaller than an entire state.
We should talk, Carter.
好吧，你想要说服我，对不对？说服不了 Frank。
Angela, Agent Weaver.
It's okay, Will. How are you feeling?
Like hammered shit, but I'm still here.
Good. We're onto something.
You and Falk have a problem?
That doesn't matter. All that matters is finding access.
All right. What do we know so far?
I've tracked access to Southwest Oregon. Somewhere remote.
Everywhere in Southwest Oregon is remote.
There's a lot of forest out there. Enough room for access to hide. But I found something. Radio signals.
And they're not ours?
No, I triple-checked, and Ware confirmed it. The broadcast isn't human. What I could translate mentions access repeatedly. They must have some sort of facility there.
Chelsky or Crud might be able to help. They're both smart enough to put one and one together and come up with two. I'll talk to Chelsky, you track down Crud.
Good idea. I should have thought of it.
You'd have thought of it if the old man hadn't got you all riled up. I'll check in with Chelsky and Weir, too.
Thanks, Will. This means a lot. Meet me back at Falk's office when you're done.
博士探长，博士在哪里？看一下。
You think there's anything we can do for them?
Chelsky.
Sir?
Heard anything interesting?
I hear all sorts of interesting things, sir. How many of them are true? That's a different question. You looking for something specific?
Agent Weaver found a signal in Oregon. I need you to look at this.
She mentioned something about that. Oregon, right?
Yeah, she thinks there might be a facility there.
Well, let's see.
Let me know what you find.
I should be able to pin it down soon. Agent Weaver already did the hard part.
I'll come back later.
Where? Where?
I keep thinking that elevator's gonna open up and my Mabel's gonna come walking in.
I want you to check and double check everything. If you went over it, go over it again.
Did Barnes
and
find you
again,
yet, Carter?
Just to be sure.
He was looking for you
You'll never
earlier.
believe what we found.
哦，跟你什么事啊，奥巴马？
We caught a spy sneaking into the Avenger. A damn spy. Here.
Shit. Did he do any damage?
Don't think so. We're double checking. But I think we got him before he could do much.
Another outsider infiltrator. God damn it.
Not an outsider. A Russian. We get attacked by aliens, and we still have to keep our eyes open for Reds. Those commie bastards never give up.
A Russian agent here. I should talk to him. He might be useful.
You've got to be kidding. A Russian? As soon as Falk gives the word, the only thing that spy will be useful for is target practice.
Cool it, Barnes. I want to see what he has to say. Right now, being human matters more than being a commie.
Fine. He's in the foreman's office. But I still think you should just put a bullet in his head.
访问点点。好友。为什么访问室都这么远？
You heading outside?
感觉我在迷路。
Heard about your little welcome home party, Carter. Glad to see you're still in one piece.
William, thank God you're all right.
Oh, that.
You are all right, aren't you?
Yeah, I suppose I am.
You had everyone worried.
Yeah, probably not just about my health. I hear you've been helping Agent Weaver track down information about Axis. Anything I should know?
Yes. It's absolutely imperative you take him alive. We need to take his mosaic implant from him while he's still alive. It will automatically erase itself if he dies.
I generally prefer my outsiders dead.
I won't bore you with the details, but Axis appears to be one of the few outsiders who has been to the mosaic core, where the being they call Origin seems to reside. I can take that information from his mind, if he's alive.
How do you do that?
It's quite remarkable. It has to do with how they process information and communicate with the mosaic network. It involves electrical pulses.
Well, if you think you can do it, that's good enough for me. What happens once we have those coordinates?
We go to the alien homeworld.
Are you sure it'll work?
Fairly certain. There's more guesswork involved than I'd like. If I had more time, or if I had Lawrence here.
Buck up, Doc. At least if it doesn't work, we'll all be dead.
Very reassuring, Agent Carter.
Now you know how it feels.
The world is an uncertain place. Sometimes the things we're most sure of.
You're talking about Lawrence, aren't you?
Yes, I suppose I am.
Look, you thought you could trust him, and when it counted, he came through. I don't know why he helped us, but human or not, he did.
I wish I could just ask him why he lied to me.
Why does anyone? We got work to do.
Right.
That means you've figured out how the phase plotter works.
I believe I have. The boys in engineering are installing it on the Avenger even as we speak.
You picked up a lot in that tower.
I managed to gather a great deal of information in that alien tower. The scope and complexity of that network, it's just remarkable.
We're lucky to have you on board with us.
It wasn't luck.
为什么我后面的那个科学家衣服一直不
Let's
掉
hope the Avenger can handle it. I'm dying to see where these things come from.
已经飘了3、4次了。好吧，问一下他们。
I gotta say, I was pretty...
Officer, is the prisoner behaving himself?
Huh? Oh, yes. He's been quiet.
Something on your mind?
Sorry, Carter. It's just... I've had a lot on my mind recently.
How's our friendly local infiltrator doing?
He's been pretty quiet since you had a talk with him. Almost like he's meditating or something. But I couldn't say what's going through his head.
Our last talk was rather revealing. Any chance I could talk with him again?
I don't recommend it. But if you go in there, we'll have witnesses on hand to make sure the person who walks out is still you.
Better than having to take that test again. Is this going to affect your duties?
No. No, sir, not at all.
See that it doesn't. Remember who you're guarding here. What's wrong? Must be pretty important to bother a trooper like you.
It's my girl back in Iowa. She's been taking care of some survivors in a big farmhouse, and she sends transmissions every day, but...
But what?
Latest transmission, she sounded really tired. And, said she found traces of black goo on her pillow.
Shit. I'm sorry.
They're already sending a team to recover as many of them as possible. I just hope she gets back here in time.
Be careful, Rose. A distracted guard is a dead guard. Either get over it or get a replacement.
Yes, sir. It won't be a problem, sir.
And,
主角却可以制造出一个黑影宠物，攻击力还特别强。
Welcome back, William Carter. It is pleasant to see a familiar face.
You're in a good mood for a prisoner of war?
As are you. Which means you have recovered a phase plotter. So you plan to go through with your suicidal attack?
So, you really want to see the end of Mosaic? Tell us where they're taking the sleepwalkers, and how do we cure them?
I would not know. I am a warrior, not a scholar. I do not know if it can be cured.
We'll see. You must know something about Axis. If we go after him, what should we expect?
Axis? The Primarch. You are an ambitious creature, William Carter.
Axis, Primarch, whatever you call him.
He is wise and patient. There is a reason Mosaic called him to lead. Do you think it a coincidence that your planet fell so quickly to him?
He's not that smart. We've already tracked him down.
Of course you have. He will let you come to him and then he will destroy you. This is suicide, William Carter.
What are you called?
You do not understand how Mosaic functions. When we are connected, we are Mosaic. Individual names are unimportant.
You're not connected anymore. What do you call yourself now?
I do not know. I have never been concerned with it.
Maybe you should. Help us win, and I'll call you whatever you want. Stick around.
Do I have a choice?
Of course not.
Be cautious, William Carter.
我喜欢这个外星朋友，好帅。
What is that noise you use in the test?
It's a special frequency.
I really 是怎么了？
Yes.
Don't even start.
What have you got on the drawing board today, Doc?
Oh, the usual. A few weapons you brought in, some subsystems for the Avenger, and a couple of side projects for when we rebuild society.
Got any new weapons for the field?
Murphy and I have had a lot of luck with what you've recovered, but it's not exactly easy to hybridize their designs with our own.
Seemed to work well enough for the Avenger.
To be perfectly honest, we couldn't have done that without Dr. Weir's genius. Although, he seems to have some ethical disagreements with munitions development.
How's the Avenger coming?
Slowly, but surely. Dr. Weir's been installing the Vengate, and considering the stresses the Avenger would face, we had to reinforce its hull significantly.
I'm still impressed it can get off the ground at all.
Isn't Dr. Dresner's omni-propulsion system astounding? In fact, if we could channel its energy into a single target, I suspect we could achieve a kinetic impact equivalent to...
Snap out of it, Doc. One thing at a time. It's a bit early to talk about rebuilding society, but I'm curious to see what you got.
It's nothing much, but, well, I've been examining what little we could recover from the outsider seeds. Imagine if we could replicate them.
That would certainly make it easier to rebuild, all right.
Yes, indeed. Why, America could use them to build refugee shelters, revitalize devastated areas, maybe even expand and colonize into ex-Soviet territory.
I think you're getting a little ahead of yourself.
Of course, other nations may mistake this for continued alien attack, but the great thing about these seeds is that they could create bunkers and military fortifications, as well as...
Doc.
Oh, sorry.
I've got other business to take care of. Good.
Yes, yes.
Well, doctors, got yourselves a new toy?
I assure you, the Illyrium coil transfer rifle is no toy. What I mean to say is that we are testing a potential weapon for Mr. Barnes.
Don't we already have access to the outsider's weaponry? Have you improved on it?
There is always room for improvement, Carter. Always a smoother transfer mechanism, or a more advantageous dispersal pattern to search for.
And you've just gotta find it, don't you?
Or die trying. So to speak.
I don't know. It's gonna be hard to fit that into a holster.
Yes, very funny. But once we test the fundamentals, we can work on the miniaturization.
And it'd still be useful?
Oh yes. By combining our ballistics know-how with the enemy's energy weapons, we are on the cusp of a new horizon in weaponry.
Combining alien technology and our own.
Interesting.
How does this monstrosity work?
It's very simple, really. Imagine a Tesla coil, only with its voltage focused through a charged Illyrium ballistic delivery system.
In English?
It's a lightning cannon.
I can see how that would be useful. You need any help testing it out?
We were hoping you would ask. Our usual assistant seems to have disappeared again. Not literally disappeared, mind you. No, of course not. That never happens.
You were saying?
Yes, the machinery is in position. Just press the button and stand clear. And try not to disappear.
That's all I need to know.
Yes, I'm sure you'll be a great help. Only appropriate that a field agent be involved. And all that.
If you'd be so kind as to press the button on the device, we can continue testing.
脆弱的核心，也就是说打太阳加打核心就准没错，只是写多了点就对了。
Carter, you hear Weaver and Falk screaming at each other earlier? I've never seen those two disagree like that.
Okay, 没事了吧？蓝色箭头，蓝色箭头是什么？
Here to talk with the Russian? Seems like a lost cause.
Почему ты здесь? Вранье ищи. Питание?
Ну, если ты это хочешь, я думал, мы поговорим.
开门见山，还是那么那个的温软开门见山说话吧，对呀，还是挂。
Я думаю, что найду русского здесь. Как вы узнали об этом месте?
Мы все видим. Нас здесь больше, чем ты даже представляешь. Ваша охрана просто причальная.
Да, я начинаю соглашиваться с вами.
Вы убьете меня?
Я не знаю, если вы заметили, но холодная война отметнена. У нас гораздо серьезнее гроза. И у вас тоже.
Пришельцы? Да, я слыхал эту историю. Вы думаете, что я совершенно глупой?
Слушай, я был там, вверху. Всего правда. Половина мира мертвая, а другая половина зараженная. Не может быть, что только нас ударили. Я обещаю, что твоим друзьям СССР так же плохо, как и здесь. Но если какой-либо из них все еще жив...
Да это просто смешно. Как ты можешь это доказать, а? Голоса по радио и подделанные фотки? Скажи мне, почему я должен верить в твою сказку?
Убийство вас будет траты. Кто знает, как долго ты здесь скрывался? У тебя есть таланты, нам нужны агенты. Эти посторонние не только американская проблема.
Ты думаешь, это сработает? Ха. Ты слабый. Вы все слабые.
Даю тебе предложение. Я пошлю тебя на палубу. Сам можешь убедиться. Если то, что говорю, верно, вы работаете на меня. Если нет, вы можете отбыть на Кубу.
Если я не позволяю себя обманывать?
Что ты заботишься? У вас будет оружие. Вы будете отсюда. Так или иначе, вы не будете моей проблемой.
Ладно. Дай мне увидеть этих пришельцев для себя.
Довольно иметь вас на борту.
Hope you don't mind me listening in, but I think you did the right thing. We need all the help we can get.
That commie is something, but I think he's gonna come around.
You can't trust him, Carter.
Well, it's humans against aliens right now, not Americans against Russians. I need someone to take him out to see what the aliens have done firsthand.
If you say so. I'll set up a recon mission. Let's just hope he remembers who the good guys are.
Okay. Bitte aber spielen. Okay. Hola, 我也这里收费了，然后呢，没有，没有。
Another infected. William, could I have a word with you? William, I believe
we need to talk about that test of yours.
My most sincere apologies for what happened at your screening, William. But as you can see, we have a more pressing matter at the moment. This man is infected.
That's never happened in the base before. Or is this another unexpected side effect of your test, Doc?
Nein. I'm quite sure this is from an outside source, but I need your help to find out where, and to do it without causing a panic.
This agent's turning into a sleepwalker, and I've seen how that goes. Unless you found a cure, I don't see how you're gonna help.
It's not a cure, but it may be the first step.
Well, what is it?
I have discovered a way to detect sleepwalker infections at an early stage, before the symptoms present. It will let us treat the subjects earlier, or at least get a better understanding of the conversion process.
Another test, Doctor?
Not to fear, William. This time you will be the one performing the test. And quietly, if at all possible.
The last thing we need is an infection scare.
Precisely. Thankfully, the detective will find any infected within a large area. Here, check in operations, engineering, the main lab, the briefing room, and the hangar. That should cover the base.
And if I find any other infected?
Send them to see Dr. Hera. I will meet you there, and perhaps we can help these men.
During the screening, it felt like my head was going to explode. Any idea what happened?
I have no idea. Perhaps it was some resonance from your earlier exposure to the alien artifact. Tell me, how did it feel?
Like someone was inside my skull using a hammer, trying to break free. It was all I could do to stay conscious.
Yes. And you said something too. Your name? Perhaps your rank as well?
Hell if I know. For a few seconds it was all just a red haze.
Well, I am glad you are with us again, my friend.
You said that noise during the screening was something from Mosaic. How did you discover that?
Dr. Veer has been examining the device removed from our captive infiltrator. It would appear that this is how they receive commands from their Mosaic network.
So they're radio operated?
Not quite. But it seems to give them a sort of subconscious connection to a larger command hierarchy.
And you used the command for attack. You couldn't pick something safer, like dance?
Our control is too crude for specific commands, only general urges. And violence is a very common response, William.
I'll be on my way.
As you say. But if...
No. I'll check for... No infected here, at least.
I trust this isn't a social visit.
Chulsky tracked down the outsider signal near an abandoned campground in southwest Oregon, just where Agent Weaver said. It's Axis. It has to be. The sooner we find Axis, the sooner we find Mosaic and get these assholes off our planet. Agent Weaver's been tracking Axis for years. She's obsessed with bringing him down. She deserves to be there, Falk.
That's the problem, Agent Carter. I need someone who can keep a cool head. But barring that, I'll make do with you.
This doesn't make any sense. You're hiding something.
What's your point, Agent?
Tell me what's going on, Falk.
We need to take Axis alive, and you are our best chance to do this. Dr. Weir needs whatever information the bastard has stored in his head. If he dies, that information is lost. Understood?
Don't kill Axis until we have the information. I get it.
Good. I'll signal Barnes to prep your team. We're running out of time, Carter.
Trust me. I know. She's one of the best agents we have.
And you're the other one. We've already lost Silva, Nils, and at least a dozen other senior agents. I'm not gonna risk losing 2 more of my best assets on a single mission. Especially not when one of them is a risk to the mission itself.
But you need...
Attention! Unauthorized launch! Sky Ranger Foxtrot 9-1. Return to base immediately.
God damn it.
Weaver.
Jesus Christ. She's gone after Axis.
And here you thought it'd be me who'd go rogue.
You need to stop her.
Stop her? You're not saying...
No, of course not. Not unless you have to. Find her and talk her down. We need Axis alive.
We need them both alive.
Exactly. Gear up and head to Ops when you're ready. We'll go over the mission details.
OK， 终于要出发了，而且这些对话又感觉竟然我花了好几十分钟。
Agent Weaver locked herself in her office after she found out about the silver.
Hell, I'd lock myself in my office fire, and then get Warren drunk.
Agent Weaver has a head start, but with Barnes piloting, you should make up some time.
我先把支线过一过吧，先把支线过一过，下一次实况再来过主线。
I'm no stranger to landing behind enemy lines, but I just can't get used to those lines being drawn on American soil.
Don't get used to it. Stay focused on the mission. Getting to the war factory.
The one the bastards built smack dab in the center of town, right on Main Street, USA? How could I ignore that?
We're not gonna ignore it. We're gonna take it out. Pull yourself together, Barnes.
This was a massacre.
Maybe the civilians got out.
Sure they did. And now they're all marching themselves to some alien tower.
Knock off the chatter. Enemies ahead.
我没看到敌人，别乱说。
Get ready, they're near.
新的，一次发射3只，按下按个说。
Lifting. Blob deployed. Cover, move.
On the move.
Focus on this one.
We got hostiles!
Get behind that!
Repositioning!
Stims!
Activate stims!
简单用啊。
Shield up! Put up a shield!
I'm
Shield that spot!
Shield's going up!
Draw its fire!
Hey, over here, asshole! Commander, you okay?
Walk it off! Get some shields on me!
Shielding!
Move out!
Moving! We're all dead. Let's get moving.
Get back here!
Back on the CO! Now! Repositioning! Listen, Carter. Now, I didn't mean to lay that heavy shit on you earlier.
No, I get it. What they're doing to our towns. Our people.
Nothing in my war years prepared me for this.
These are your war years, Barnes.
Blobs.
Looks like they got one at least.
Yeah, but the wrong one. Thing exploded.
产生了爆炸。
Here we go.
They're near. Contact!
Blob deployed! Keep the pressure on him! Shield me now!
Holy Christ, what a mess.
Enemy bastards just move right in, don't they?
Almost there! Keep it up! Watch it! Incoming drones!
Take it out, we're on it!
The drone! It's healing them! He's taken down!
That's your target!
We got it! Here they come! Enemy down!
Take it down!
Let's go! Take cover! Grenade!
Take cover there!
Moving! Can't get there! Take your break!
Set up some cover! Get its attention! Shields up!
Come on, you dumb
Bring it down a notch! Weaken that armor! Throwing a blob! Alley-oop! Now, while it's weak! Get a shield on him! Get behind that!
Moving!
Defend your armor!
Ready! Closing in on! Almost got it down!
Lifting! Take it out! We can get in where that oversized son of a bitch came out. Let's go!
Hmm. 增加战斗兴奋剂能力的效能。这个根本这个就输入了。
We're in.
Damn, Carter. Nothing gets you, does it?
Not if I can help it.
It's just... they're taking everything.
But they're gonna have to go through us to get it.
Chỉ 交换掉。不要好了，继续用着。
Contact.
There's a commander here.
Alley-oop! Focus on that one.
Get him!
Draw its fire.
Come on out and fight, you bastards! Ow! Ah! Almost got it!
Get behind that! Take it out!
Focusing!
Damn it!
In position!
Healing engaged. Shield up!
Shield on!
Shield that spot! We need a boost!
Shield going up! Stim's ready! He's down! Big shot! Bob!
There's just so many of them. Blob deployed! Get its attention!
Come on, you dumb bastards!
Get those stims ready!
Activating stims!
Set up some cover! Deploying blob!
Shield up! Enemy down! I'm in position! Let's get moving!
Power core. That console over there controls it. That did it.
Up and away! That's your target. Get him! Weapons dry! Ready up, gentlemen. These don't go down easy. Blob deployed! Bring it down a notch. Stims! Get that bastard's attention! We need a target! Stand ready! Weaken that armor! Now, let's wait! Attack! Got it! Bring it down a notch! Shield orb, there! We need a boost! Shield him! Get its attention!
Weakening target!
Deploying blob!
Giving a shield! Going up! Jump back! Heads up! Drones!
Take it out!
Fire!
That's your target!
Got one!
That's the last of them.
You did it, Carter. Hell, if that don't give a man hope.
I'm your CO, Barnes, not your shrink. Just be ready to get us out of here.
Carter, you just saved this whole sector.
This sector will be saved when we shut this place down. Ready for extraction. See you at the LZ, Barnes.
Copy that, Agent Carter.
终于结束了那么下次见哦，拜拜。